What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Nerd Show. I'm back with more Marvel Legends, and today we're going to start looking at the new Disney Plus wave. So we have a whole wave with figures from the new Disney Plus series. So starting off here with WandaVison. So of course we have our titular Wanda and Vision. So we have them here in their new looks from the show. So we have Wanda as she became Scarlet Witch. So she's in her Scarlet Witch outfit. And then we have the white version of Vision that was built by Sword. So two awesome looking figures. They come with like the Build-A-Figure pieces to build the wings for Falcon, aka the new Captain America. So we have his wing pieces there. And looking at the box, we turn to the side, we can see more realistic pictures of the characters there, so Scarlet Witch and Vision. And if we go around to the back, we can see those pictures again. And so we have Scarlet Witch, which says Wanda Maximoff's abilities of telekinesis, energy manipulation, and neuroelectric interference allow her to read thoughts and give her targets walking nightmares. And for Vision, it says harnessing the power of destiny manipulation with computer precision. Vision is a hero who defies the very laws of nature. So there's a little backstory. And on the bottom, we have the picture of the Falcon with the wings being built there, and then all the characters we're going to do in this wave. So we're going to split them up by the shows. So we're doing Wanda and Vision first, and then we're going to do Loki, and then the remaining four at the very end to build off the wings there for the Captain America. So very awesome looking all together. So let me go ahead and open these figures, and we'll check them out together, and we'll look at them compared to other Marvel Legends versions. So let me go ahead and get these open. So starting off with Wanda as Scarlet Witch, and she looks pretty good here. So this is the form that she takes towards the end of the WandaVision series as she finally becomes a Scarlet Witch that was inside of her, and she's finally conjured the powers to take the form of the Scarlet Witch. So she looks pretty awesome here and very MCU accurate to the comics, so I like that as well, giving her that Scarlet Witch look, especially with like the headpiece there around her head. And I like the texture around and stuff. You can see all the lines and everything in it, so very MCU-ish at that point. Then we got her face, which looks very much like Elizabeth Olsen. I think that looks really good. Of course, they do have the face printing on these, so there is like, it's made of like a bunch of little dots. Has her nose design. I like how they got that in there, and then some red lipstick, and her red hair just flowing down to the back, and I like how it's all big and poofy and everything, but it's kind of all spread out like she's using some of her powers and everything, so like there's like wind blowing on her, so I think it looks pretty good. Then we go to her red outfit, so she has like a collar around her neck with some black and details, and then some red, which looks really nice. You can see the texture there on the darker red, lighter red on the front, black lines going down and through it, similar sleeves up her arms, so she has brighter red at the top, dark red in the center with that texture on it, bright red wrapped around there, going to her hands, which her hands are very weirdly like shaped. I know it's supposed to be like her using her powers and stuff, but they just look really weird to me, but she has gloved hands on there, and that's the same for both sides, and again, weird looking hands on each one. Going down, we still have like that dress or skirting material that goes all the way down to the back, again with that same dark red and texture going back there, brighter red on top with some black lines, looks nice. Then she's got like some black leather pants on, again with some texture material in there as you can see, and red lines going down the front all the way to the boots at the bottom that do have a little bit of heels, but not nearly as much as they used to be. So overall, I think it looks really good. You know, looks very accurate to the show. The face looks almost perfect for Elizabeth Olsen, so I think they did an amazing job here. But for her movements, her head can twist around. You can't get it all the way around. Of course, with her big poofy hair, it is a little bit harder to do, but she can look down that far and up just as far as her hair will let her, so it's completely touched in the back, so she can only look straight on, and she has a tiny tilt side to side. Shoulders can come up 90 degrees and rotate all the way around. Single elbow joint that can bend up to 90 degrees and has a rotation, and then we get the wrist that can twist around and flex back and forth. Just under her chest, we have her ab crunch and twist, so she can crunch back and forth, so crunch that far back, crunch that far forward, and she twists all the way around there as well, and has some rocking side to side. Hips can come up 90 degrees, out to the side a little bit there. Of course, with all the skirting and stuff, you don't really get it to go that far, but out to the side at least that far without pushing too hard, and a thigh twist that can twist all the way around. She has a double knee joint that can bend up, and we'll have to kind of get it out to the side here because of the dress, but it can bend up all the way, and she'd probably kick her own butt if the dress wasn't in the way. And then the foot can flex back and forth and twist side to side. So overall, she has really good movements, no issues besides just where that dress is in the way, but beyond that, she has perfect movements for a female figure. And for her accessories, we get 2 additional hands, so we have like these pink translucent hands here, of course with the fingers all in the weird stuff, but I like how you can see like a lot of like texture in there with the gloves and even maybe some like rings on the fingers and everything, but those look really cool. So let's go ahead and switch these hands out. So there I got the hands looking like she's trying to do some magic there, and to go along with these, we do also have some of the pink flame effect stuff that wrap up her hands. So let's go and put these on her hands, and there we go. Now we've got her performing some magic, and that just looks awesome overall for WandaVision. But let's see how she compares to other Marvel Legends. So here we have Scarlet Witch with 3 other figures of her. So of course we have the comic Scarlet Witch in that classic comic outfit, which we did see Wanda dress up in an outfit similar to this in that Halloween episode, but that's just the classic comic look. That's her outfit's more based off, so she has the headdress, shirt, and like the cape piece, but instead of a cape, she just has skirting on the new one, and of course they just put her in the black pants. And then we have the 2 other MCU versions of her, and of course this one looks horrible face-wise, but this one, which I assume is newer, looks much more accurate, probably from like Infinity War, and their outfits look pretty much the same between those, and you can see that easily transition over into the new one, so not a whole lot of change, and they gave her the headdress. So other than that though, not a whole lot of change between the two, just to make her look more like that comic Scarlet Witch. And then we have Vision, or White Vision as it is here, and this looks pretty awesome. So when I first saw this figure revealed, I thought it was, you know, pretty stupid, like, oh, it's just White Vision with some weird cream on his outfit and everything like that. It just looks so stupid. I think that's an ugly looking figure. But then after seeing it in figure form here, I think this thing is actually really awesome, and like, I would say almost like beautiful, just the way it's designed. So with the white, you can see a lot of the textures and everything. So you can see all the textures there around his head and face. Of course, he has that cybernetic body, so it's made of all this weird material and everything. So I like all the textures and everything, going down even like his neck there, and then transitions into a suit where you can see all that textured design in there, which just feels awesome. And the lines and everything, it just, you can see so much with the white outfit that you don't notice as much when it's like painted colors and everything. So it just looks awesome. I like the blue dot on his head, so instead of the Mind Stone, he has just this blue dot with this new robotic body and everything, all white eyes, which look really cool. And when they did that close up in the episode, you can see it was all technical and everything inside there. So awesome that the eyes are just painted a bright white. He has his cape on still, so we have the collar around his neck, which looks like the paint job's not the best, but the color goes all the way around to the back. And then we have the translucent cape, and the cape's pretty much the exact same as we'll see compared to the other MCU versions. It's just, of course, all translucent. It even has the line designs in there that are in the other ones as well, but all clear translucent, so you can see completely through it. And then down on like his arm stuff, we have that cream color, which like I said, which was pretty weird, but he has the gauntlets there, both in the cream color there for the belt, and down to his feet as well. So just overall, like I said, I thought it was weird at first, but just seeing it live in person stuff, it just really looks nice, and that cream just like stands out and everything. It just looks so nice for this figure. It's like blows my mind how much I like this. But for his movements, his head can twist all the way around. He can look that far down, and he can look up that far as well. Again, pretty much as far as you can get, and his head can slightly tilt side to side. His shoulders come up 90 degrees, of course, a little bit hard because of the cape. Now, the cape does have the plug into the back, but I feel they maybe glued it or something because I can't get it out. So it's like stuck in there, so I can't really get the cape out of the way. It just kind of hovers around in the front there, but you can get the shoulder up to 90 degrees and rotate it around within there. We have the bicep twist, double elbow joint that can bend up that far, so really good there. And the wrist can twist around and flex back and forth. Ab crunch right in the middle there, so you can crunch back and forth, so you can go that far back and that far forward. Twist all the way around at the waist. Hips come up 90 degrees, out to the side that far. Thigh twist all the way around. Double knee joint that can bend up that far in the back. Again, probably can kick his own butt. And the foot can rock back and forth and twist side to side. And again, just like the Scarlet Witch, very good movements overall. Not a single issue besides where the cape interferes with it. So other than that, perfect movements for the figure. And the only accessories he comes with are 2 additional hands. We get 2 fist hands there in the all white, so you can switch it out if you don't want to have like the magic or power hands. So nothing really to do with him here. But let's see how he compares to other Marvel Legends. So here he is with other Marvel Legend counterparts. So here is the comic version of White Vision. So you can see all that white translucent cape once again, but obviously looks very different compared to our MCU versions, but still a great version of White Vision to compare those two. So comic compared to movies. And then we have the other 2 versions of the MCU. This one's the more the translucent one. I don't think it looks very good. The whole body has some issues, so he looks a little bit weird and awkward. And then the solid form version, which looks much better. And these 2 are pretty much exactly the same as this one. They didn't really change much of anything, but obviously besides the colors, and the cape has a new design, so it has this new color piece compared to the other 2 that have the color that hang down a little bit more. But other than that, they're pretty much the exact same bodies and everything, same texture and design. I do really like this Vision for the normal one, and this White Vision just looks beautiful. Well, there we have our 2 figures from WandaVision of Wanda as Scarlet Witch and the White Vision. So 2 great looking figures. Like I said, I can't complain really anything about these figures. They're both perfect in my eyes and nothing wrong with that. So I'm really happy that they start off with the Scarlet Witch version of Wanda, just because we've had all the Wandas as you've seen. And so getting her in her Scarlet Witch form is perfect because that's the one I'm most excited and like. And then getting the Vision is really nice too, because obviously the other versions haven't really changed much, so we don't really need another one. So getting the white version of this one is really cool. Like I said, didn't like it at first, but really like seeing it in person just because I love the details of it. Just looks really nice. But that's gonna be it for our 2 Marvel Legends from the Disney Plus WandaVision series. So 2 great looking figures. I can't recommend either of these enough. So if you were a little bit on the fence on them, I'd say go for it, because you're not really gonna get better figures than these 2. But let me know what you thought of these 2 figures down in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed my review, please leave a thumbs up for me. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of Marvel Legends reviews, especially the other 2 remaining videos for this Disney Plus wave coming up. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.